Welcome to Jazz History. Your host and narrator is Chase Sanborn.
Pianist Lil Hardin was a rarity in her day, a working female jazz instrumentalist. She is noted in the history books primarily for her marriage to and influence on Louis Armstrong, but the fact that she was a woman in jazz at a time when there were few of them makes her historically significant in her own right. Hardin was raised in Tennessee, and she received piano instruction as a child. Her musical education was furthered at Fisk University, which is a historically black university in Nashville, Tennessee. Hardin moved to Chicago in 1918, the same year that Louis Armstrong did. Her ability to read music got her a job in a music store as a plugger, playing songs to demonstrate them to potential customers. That exposure got her hired by a local band leader named Lawrence Duhay. In the store, she was earning $3 a week, but as a performer, she was offered $22 a week, which would be about $400 today. Eventually, Joe King Oliver took over the gig where Duhay was performing, and he asked Hardin to stay on as his pianist. Now, considering how unusual it was for a woman to be performing as a jazz instrumentalist in those days, this sounds remarkably like the normal way of the music world, where someone hears you and offers you a gig, but it was not the normal way for a woman at that time. When Hardin met Louis Armstrong, fresh out of New Orleans, she described his appearance as disgusting. She made him a project, improving his hairstyle and wardrobe as well as helping him with his musical education. In the process, they fell in love and they were married on February 5th, 1924. She pushed Louis in the direction of his own career, and she encouraged him to take the gig with Fletcher Henderson's band in New York in September of that year. When Armstrong returned to Chicago in 1925, he formed his Hot Five with Hardin at the piano. The marriage fell apart around the end of the decade. Earl Hines replaced Hardin in the Hot Five, and she took a gig with Freddie Keppard. She continued to work over the next few decades as a pianist and a singer. She kept the name Armstrong, and sometimes she billed herself as Mrs. Louis Armstrong. She also studied to become a tailor, and for a graduation project, she made a tuxedo for Louis. Here's a clip from a TV show made in 1961 featuring Lil Hardin Armstrong and Mae Barnes performing The Pearls, which we first heard played by Jelly Roll Morton, and Heebie Jeebies, which we just heard played by Louis Armstrong.
I got the heebie-jeebies talking about the heebie-jeebies. I'm almost insane on account of that old mellow game. You don't know it, come on, learn it. No one will teach you. Come on, do that dance. Call the heebie-jeebies dance, I mean. Call the heebie-jeebies.
There's more jazz history ahead, but please take half a second to click the like button before you move on.